The Federal Emergency Management Agency is in Rhode Island. Officials are traveling throughout the Ocean State, assessing the damage left behind from Hurricane Sandy. Live at 5:30, we're hearing more about the agency's plans.
Our in-depth coverage of Sandy's impact in Rhode Island continues right now. Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen is live at the Rhode Island Emergency Management Agency's headquarters in Cranston with more on FEMA's response to Sandy here.
Well, guys, I'm joined right now by Nick Russo. He's in charge of the federal emergency response here in Rhode Island. Nick, you have taken a look at some of the South County areas so far. What have you seen?
I think there's quite a bit of damage along the south coast. We were down in Westerly yesterday. They were particularly hard hit. I think when you look at the surrounding states, clearly Rhode Island fared much better. But if that's your community, if it's your home, then this is a big deal. So, we'll start making preparations to support the state. We've been here since before landfall, and we'll be here as long as it takes.
What exactly is FEMA going to be doing to those to help out people right now in Rhode Island?
Today we sent teams into all the impacted areas to do preliminary damage assessments. Those are the numbers we'll use to put together a fact sheet for Administrator Fugate and ultimately for the White House to see if Rhode Island qualifies for the next step, which will be a federally declared disaster.
Now, why is that important? Why do we need a federally disaster declaration?
What it does is it opens up access to many programs, the grant programs. It allows me to use the federal government and, quite frankly, gives me the president's checkbook to try and start moving things around and get the Rhode Island people back on their feet.
Now, FEMA has only been here a couple days so far since the hurricane hit. You guys going to be here for a long time?
We'll be here as long as it takes. If we get the declaration, once the preliminary damage assessments are completed, then we'll open up a field office here, we'll staff it, and then we'll be here as long as it takes to service the survivors here in Rhode Island.
Now, I know you said you've been to the South County area. What's next for Rhode Island? What other areas are you going to be going to?
Tomorrow we'll do all three of the southern counties, the ones that we think were impacted the most. We'll visit the cities and towns and visit with the elected officials down there. And one of the things I can tell you, one of the things they can do to help us is when our teams come into your town, be prepared to show us where the damage is so we don't have to spend a lot of time walking around. If you can target the hardest hit areas, that makes our teams much more effective.
Mr. Russo, thank you so much for joining us. I know you're a busy man right now. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.
All right. So you just heard right there from Mr. Russo that at this point right now, it's still unclear if Rhode Island's going to be getting any federal dollars to try to help out in this emergency response. At this point, it's still up to the president once he gets more information on what exactly happened here in Rhode Island. Reporting live with the mobile newsroom, Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.